Hi, this is Suresh from Ultimate Tutorials. I am going to explain the polynomials of part 2. If you didn't see the part 1, you see the part 1 first, then only you can understand this part 2 of the topics. Now, if the power of the polynomial is 1, the power of the polynomial is 1, you can say that that is linear polynomial. If you are seeing this video is slow, you can change the settings of YouTube 1.5 or 1.75. You can see the very fast. Number of zeros, the number of zeros are 1. Number of terms, 2 terms. That is called as binomial. Okay. If the 2 terms is there, we can say that is binomial. Graph is just straight line. Example of that polynomial is ax plus b. Because 2 terms. Power is 1 and one more is constant. You can say this is x power 0. Highest power is only 1. So if the highest power is 2, we can say that is quadratic polynomial. So number of zeros are 2, but number of terms are 3. Number of terms are 3. We can say this as trinomial. The graph is parabola, U shape, and ax square plus bx plus c highest power is 2. If the highest power is 3, we can say that is cubic polynomial. Zeros are 3. Zeros means alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma. Here just alpha, comma, beta. Here any 1, 0, just alpha. So if the number of terms are 4, from here we can say that that is any polynomial. More than 3 terms, we can say it is a polynomial. The graph is, it is no particular shape, it is a curve. It will touches the x-axis is 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So example is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Highest power is 3. Next, if the power is 4, we can say that is biquadratic, and number of zeros are 4. We can say alpha, beta, gamma, delta. And number of terms are 5. From here onwards, we can say it is a polynomial, because if the number of terms are more than 3, from there onwards, we can say it's a expression or a polynomial. So it is also no particular shape. It will touches the x-axis 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If the polynomial is in y, in terms of y, suppose p of x we are saying always, that is ax square plus bx plus c. If the polynomial is in y, we can say that is p of y is equal to ay square plus by plus c. In that case, the polynomial is in y axis like this. The graph of the polynomial is in y axis. So example is ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. So one more last, this is not power, this is just constant polynomial. What is constant polynomial? That power is 0. That power is 0. There is no zeros, just one term, that is called as monomial. And there is no graph. And example, just you can say 2, 3, minus 2, any number. If you take any number, that is called as constant polynomial, and that power is just x power 0. That power is x power 0. Now we will discuss some more examples and exercise problems of the polynomial. These are the problems from the textbook. So if you consider this here, this is a polynomial because the power of the polynomial is power 1, and it is just a positive integer. It is positive integer. That's why it is a polynomial. Here, if you see, this is power 1 by 2. It is not a integer. Here, it is minus 1. It is not positive integer. it is denominator contains x means if you send this to numerator, it will become x power minus 1. So it is a negative power. So it is also not a polynomial. Polynomial means we should compulsory have the power of the polynomial should be only positive integer. Positive integer means we can say that is natural number. Okay. Next, state which of the following are the polynomial and which are not. Simple. We can say simply we can say here x cube. X cube means it is a positive number, so it is a polynomial. Denominator contain x. It is not a polynomial, and we'll change the color. 4z square plus 1 by 7. It may be any letter. Variable means any letter x, y, z, anything. So it is polynomial in z. We can say like this: p of z. P of z. So the power is positive. So it is a polynomial. Here we are saying that the power of the variable should be positive integer. The coefficient may be negative or positive or fraction or irrational. That is not definition of polynomial. Definition of the polynomial is saying that power should be positive integer. Here also power is positive integer. Coefficient may be rational or irrational. That doesn't matter. So here powers are only positive. So it is a also polynomial. Here p power minus 2. It is not positive power of the integer. So it is not a polynomial. Next, degree of the polynomial. Just already I gave the table. From there we can conclude that what is the degree of the polynomial, what is the type of the polynomial, and the number of zeros and number of terms. So this is general form of the polynomial. General form of the polynomial. That means any degree, nth degree. Nth degree means how many terms it will contain. Nth degree means n plus 1 terms it will contain. That means suppose example we will write, if quadratic polynomial means how we are writing quadratic polynomial: ax square plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic polynomial. P of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Quadratic means that what is the highest power? Highest power is 2. But how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. That means according to this, the power is 2. So number of terms are 2 plus 1. That is 3 terms are there. So just from here, the general expansion, we will conclude if n is equal to 3, what it will be. N is equal to 2, what it will be. So take P of x is equal to P of x is equal to, we are saying n is equal to 2 first. N is equal to 2 means in this expression, a naught x square plus a1 x power 2 minus 1 plus a2 x power 2 minus 2 plus a3 x power 2 minus 3. So if you see this here, a3 term x power 2 minus 3, that means x power minus 1. So x power minus 1 means it is not polynomial. So we have to take up to here. Up to here. That means n is equal to 2 means how many terms we got? 1, 2, 3. So this is general expression for the quadratic polynomial. This is general expression for the quadratic polynomial. We can take the coefficients whatever it will be, a naught, a1, a2 or a, b, c. That doesn't change the polynomial. It is a quadratic polynomial. If n is equal to 3, what it will be? N is equal to 3 means simple. Just in place of n, you can replace n is equal to 3. P of x is equal to a naught x cube plus a1 x power 3 minus 1 plus a2 x power 3 minus 2 plus a3 x power 3 minus 3 plus a4 x power 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 means it will become minus term, a4 into x power minus 1. So if you take this, it doesn't a polynomial. So we have to consider up to here that we are saying that n is equal to 3. We got 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Series. Write the general form of quadratic polynomial and a cubic polynomial in variable x. Just now we did. If n is equal to 2 means we will get quadratic polynomial. If n is equal to 3 means we will get cubic polynomial from the general expression. Or else you can directly write ax square plus bx plus c For quadratic polynomial, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d for cubic polynomial, where a, b, c are the a, b, c, d's are the coefficients of the polynomial x cube, x square, and x. This is constant x power 0. Next, value of the polynomial. Value of the polynomial and 0 of the polynomial little bit same, but value of the polynomial means if p of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. Suppose you are seeing x is equal to some number, x is equal to minus 2. That means p of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 square, 2 of minus 2 plus 3. It will become 4 minus 4 plus 3. How much you got? Just 3. Now this 3 is called as value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 2. Okay, p of, if you are taking x is equal to minus 2 means we got the answer is 3. This 3 is called as value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 2. See here, p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3 they taken, and x is equal to 1 they are substituting. X is equal to 1 they are substituting in place of x. So it will become minus 4. So minus 4 means this value of the polynomial at x is equal to 1 is minus 4. So sometimes, suppose I'm taking a polynomial, p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, and I'm taking x is equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. What will become? P of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 square plus 5 of minus 2 plus 6. So 4 minus 10 plus 6. So what is the answer? 0. Now, this x is equal to minus 2 is called as 0 of the polynomial. X is equal to minus 2 is called as 0 of the polynomial. What is the difference between here? P of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. If you take x is equal to minus 2, your getting answer is 0. And if you are taking x is equal to 1, this same polynomial, how much you are getting? 1 plus 5 plus 6. That means you are getting 12. So here this 12 is called as value of the polynomial, and where you are substituting x is equal to minus 2, if you are getting the answer is 0, this x is equal to minus 2 is called as 0 of the polynomial. Further we can say this is only our root or zeros or solution of the polynomial. So we can say this x is equal to minus 2. If you are taking x is equal to minus 2 only, this is becoming 0. That's why we are calling that as 0 of the polynomial or root of the polynomial or solution of the polynomial. So see here, if p of x is equal to x square minus 5x minus 6, then they are asking find the value of the polynomial. Just replace in place of x 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if you take p of 0, example, p of 0 means 0 square minus 5 of 0 minus 6. So what it is? Just minus 6. So what we can conclude from here? X is equal to 0 you are taking, that we are value how much you got? Minus 6. So value of the polynomial is minus 6 at x is equal to 0. So here 0 of the polynomial, already we discussed. 0 of the polynomial means if you are taking x is equal to some value, at that value the total polynomial will become 0. So that value, what you are taking, that value is called as 0 of the polynomial. So where p of 3 is equal to 0 and p of minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore 3 comma minus 1 are called as the 0 of the polynomials. In objective questions we will get p of x is some p of x is equal to some 3x square plus 5x plus k. If the zeros of the polynomial, minus 2, then find k value. Like these questions they will ask. Simple. 0 of the polynomial means when you are substituting x is equal to minus 2, this total polynomial leads to 0. So that's why I'm equating this to 0. When if you are substituting x is equal to minus 2. So what it is, 4 12 minus 10 plus k is equal to 0. What k is equal to minus 2. That's it. K equal to minus 2. So they're asking here, check whether minus 3 and 3 are zeros of the polynomial or not. Simple, you take p of x is equal to x square minus 9, and they're asking to check minus 3 is 0 of the polynomial or not. Just you replace in place of x minus 3. So 9 minus 9 is 0. For 3 also you will get 0. So minus 3 and 3 are the zeros of the polynomial for the x square minus 9. So here they are asking what is the coefficients? What are the coefficients of x square and degree of p of x and constant term? So what is the coefficient of x power 5 here? Just you go x power 5. What is before there for x power 5? Minus 6. We have to take with the symbol. So x power minus 5 coefficient is minus 6. And degree of the polynomial, what is the highest degree of the polynomial? We have to see always highest degree of the polynomial, that is 7. And what is the constant term? Constant term means without x. Without x is minus 6. I'm asking what is the coefficient of x square here in this polynomial? What is the coefficient of x square? Here they said p of x is equal to 5x power 7 minus 6x power 5 plus 7x minus 6. And I am asking that what is the coefficient of x square? If you see in this polynomial, there is no x square term. There is no x square term. Therefore, we can say that the coefficient of x square is 0. Coefficient of x square is 0. Next, state which of the following statements are true and which are false. Just degree of the polynomial is root 2. They are asking the degree of the polynomial is root 2. Degree of the polynomial means we have to see the highest power of the variable. Highest power of the variable. So it is false. Next, the coefficient of x square in this polynomial is 2. Why? Where is x square? This is the x square. What is the coefficient? T is minus 2, but they are saying 2. False. The degree of the constant term is 0. Degree of the constant term is 0. Exactly. Because constant term means just you take any number, that is 3, and the power is x power 0. So the degree is 0. So true. And so denominator contain x terms means that is not a polynomial. So it is not a polynomial. And even though it is not a, first of all, it is not a polynomial, and it is not a quadratic polynomial. Next, the degree of the polynomial is 1 more than number of terms in it. Yes, the degree of a polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms in it. Simple. We are saying ax square plus bx plus c. Always the terms are higher than the degree. Always the terms are higher than the degree. But they are saying that the degree of the polynomial is 1 more than the number of terms in it. False. Because they are saying that power is highest than the number of terms. Power is one lower than the number of terms. So find the values of the polynomial. We can do. Check minus 2 and minus 3 are the 0 of the polynomials. We can do. Check 3 and minus 2 are the 0 of the polynomial means just you replace in place of x once 3 and one more time minus 2. If you get for the 2, p of 3 is equal to 0 and p of minus 2 also 0, then we can say that 3 and minus 2 are the 0 of the polynomials. P of x is equal to p of x is equal to ax plus b. Then what is the 0 of this polynomial means? Whenever they are asking the 0 of the polynomial means you have to equate that expression to 0. Then it will become a equation. In this case it is just ax plus b means it is expression. Now it is a equation. From here just you find the x value, transpose that b to that side, it will become minus b, and x is equal to minus b by a. So what is the 0 of the polynomial for linear? Minus b by a. Here minus b by a. Here, find the zeros of the given polynomial. Find the zeros of the given polynomial. They are saying p of x is equal to 3x. When you are going to find the zeros of the polynomial, just you make this is equal to 0. So our intention is to find the value of x. That is only called as 0 of the polynomial. X is equal to 0 by 3, x is equal to 0. That means whenever x is equal to 0, this total polynomial will leads to 0. P of x is equal to 3x. That means P of 0 is equal to 3 into 0. That is equal to 0. Next, most probably will get a problems like this and this. P of x is equal to, they are saying, x square plus 5x plus 6. So this is a quadratic polynomial. That means we will have two zeros. Maximum two zeros we will have. That means to find the zeros, what we have to do? First, we have to make this 2 equal to 0. So here we have to do a factorization method. If you know, okay, or else just you see here. We have to multiply this x square coefficient is 1, and we have to multiply this 1 into 6, that is equal to 6. Write the factors of that 6 and take pair of multiples. That means if you take 2 into, sorry, 2 and 3 into 1, 3. From here, we have to do addition or subtraction to get 5. Yes, here we are getting 2 plus 3 means we'll get 5. And if you multiply 2 into 3, we'll get 6. So that is the reason I'm taking x square. This is 2x plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. From these two terms, you have to see which one is coming as a common. So I'm taking x as common, that is x plus 2. If you take 1 second, this is 3x. So if you take 3 common, that is x plus 2. That means x plus 2 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now, what you got here, x plus 2 and x plus 2 and x plus 3 equal to 0. Once you take x plus 2 equal to 0, next x plus 3 equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 3. These are the zeros of the polynomial. Here, this is important. You can expect this type of questions for exam also. P of x is equal to x power 4 and minus 16. This is highest power is 4. That's the reason we will have 4 zeros. How many? 4 zeros we will have. But only we have 2 terms. So how to do this means, just you write this is x square and whole square minus 4 square. 4 square means 16. This is in the form of x square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So if you write this, in place of a here x square is there, in place of b just 4 is there. This square we are not considered because it is for formula. So what is a plus b into a minus b? A plus b into a minus b. Again, here x square minus 4 means we can write that is x square plus 4 and x square minus 2 square. This is also same, a square minus b square. So x square plus 4 and x plus 2 and x minus 2. Here 3 zeros only we got, but here it is quadratic x square. X square plus 4 equal to 0. If you take x square is equal to minus 4, because we have to make this equal to 0 to get the zeros. X square plus 4 equal to 0, x square equal to minus 4, that is x is equal to under root minus 4, x is equal to, this minus means it is not a real, not a real, even though we can write this as j plus or minus 2j. That means these is imaginary roots. These are called as imaginary roots. So here 2 roots and x plus 2 is equal to 0 means 1 root, and this is also 1 root. Total 4 roots. So x power 4 minus 16 means, x power 4 minus 16 means we have plus or minus 2j and 2 and minus 2. Next, this is draw the graph of the given polynomial and find the zeros. So from we will do one question by graphical method. How to find the zeros of the polynomial in graphical method. X square minus x minus 12. P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12. So to directly drawing the graph before, just you do as a rough work. P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12. Just you find the zeros here itself by using the factorization method. Then it is easy to draw the graph. Just here this is minus 12 and here x square quotient is 1. So minus 12 into 1 is the minus 12. Just you take 12 and do the LCM. 2 6 are 2 3 are 3 1s. So just you take 2 into 2, 4 and 3 into 1, 3. If you take 4 minus 3, you will get 1. But here we want minus 1. So that's the reason I'm taking minus 4 and plus 3. So that is a minus 1. So this is x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. If you take x common from these two terms, x minus 4 plus 3 common, x minus 4. So that is x plus 3 and x minus 4. That is x equal to minus 3 and x equal to 4. These are the roots, are the zeros, are the solutions of this polynomial. But we have to do this in graphical method. Even though when you are in the exam they are asking graphical method, first you do this part as rough work. First you do this part as rough work, then we can find easily the zeros. Now we'll draw the graph. P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12, and we already got the zeros. I think forgotten 4 and minus 3. Now here this is P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12 means I'm writing that is y is equal to x square minus x minus 12. So I'm taking here x and here y. So whatever the values you are substituting in place of x, you are getting the y values. Already we did some rough work. It is only rough work, and the factorization method is only for rough work. We are not included in the main sheet. Just you do it in rough work. So you take x is equal to 4 somewhere and x is equal to minus 3 somewhere. So if you substitute x is equal to 4, what will happen? X is equal to 4 means y is equal to 4 square minus 4 minus 12. So that is 16 minus 4 minus 12. That is 12 minus 12, 0. This is 0. The same way, if you take x is equal to 4 and x equal to minus 3, what you will get? Y is equal to x square minus x minus 12 means minus 3 square minus of minus 3 minus 12. So this 9 plus 3 minus 12, that is 0. So here also 0. The remaining values you take any values that doesn't make hard, because already we got zeros of the polynomial. So the remaining values you are taking that to just to draw the graph. That is x is equal to, suppose you are taking 0. What is the y value? Y is equal to 0 minus 12. So y is equal to minus 12. So if you take x is equal to 0, you got minus 12. You take x is equal to 1 minus 1. So y is equal to what? 1 plus 1 minus 12. That is 10. X equal to minus 1 means we are getting minus 10. If y is equal to x is equal to minus 2, you will get y is equal to 4 plus 4 minus 12. That is 8 minus 12. That is minus 4. If you take minus 2 means we are getting minus 4. If you take just 1, if you take 1, x equal to 1 means 1 minus 1 minus 12. That means minus 12 you are getting. Here minus 12. Now by taking these values, you can prepare a graph easily. Just you look at the values. This is x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is minus 12 means this is x coordinate 0 and y coordinate is minus 12. Next, x coordinate is minus 1 and y coordinate is minus 10. So this is -10 and -1. X coordinate is 4 and Y coordinate is 0. So this is X coordinate is 4 and Y coordinate is 0. And -2 and -4, -2 and -4 here, and 1 and -12, 1 and -12, -3 and 0. So if you draw this, you get a graph like this. So these are the zeros. Already we got factorization method. So for exam point of view, this is very easy to make or to find the zeros of the polynomial. Remaining problems also, you do the same method. First you find the zeros of the polynomial, then you go through the graph. So here x square minus 6 plus 9, x square minus 6x plus 9. So coefficient is 1, 1 into 9, 9. That means 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are. You have to get minus 6 means just you take x square minus 3x plus 9. If you take x common, x minus 3. If you take minus 3 common, x minus 3. That means x minus 3 into x minus 3. That means x minus 3 whole square, that is x is equal to 3 comma 3. 2 times 3 comma 3 means just it will touch the x-axis at 3 like this. So this is 3 comma 3. Remaining values you take any minus values, -1, -2, -3 and 1, 2, 0. You find the y values for these values, you draw the graph. X is equal to minus 4x plus 5. So 5 into 1, 5 into 1, 5. There is no factors, just you write 5 on the 5. So that means x square minus 5x plus x plus 5. If you take x common, x minus 5. If you take 1 common, x plus a minus x, we are getting. Here you are now, you are won't get the real zeros, you will get some imaginary zeros. How I am saying means, if you write this is quadratic form, minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, this b square minus 4ac, if you find b square minus 4ac, so b means minus 4, that means 4 square minus 4 square, and minus 4 into a means 1 and c means 5. That means 16 minus 20, you are getting minus 4. So this root is minus 4. That means we are getting imaginary roots. So but this polynomials and this graphical method to find the zeros of the polynomial only for to find the real zeros, real values of the zeros. So we won't get, you won't touch this graph x-axis, you won't touch it, will go like this or like this, maybe any value, it won't touches the x-axis. So there is no real zeros for this polynomial.